Grit with Grace is brought to you by Zoetis. Your dedication runs deep, and it fuels everything Zoetis does. To protect and support cattle and those who care for them, we are born of the bond. Learn more at bornofthebond.com.
Sometimes the path life takes is winding, but the final destination is just right. In today's Grit with Grace story, Farm Journal's Tyne Morgan introduces us to a veteran that's found his place in the beef business and is now trying to help others do the same.
40 miles north of Kansas City,
heading over to go see some of our mama cows.
Is where you'll usually find Patrick Montgomery.
They got some spring calves on them.
This setting is more of a sanctuary for a man who knew nothing about raising cattle a decade ago.
I kind of had this epiphany of an opportunity to start a beef company in Kansas City that really kind of bridged the gap between agriculture and the end consumer.
But even that passion wasn't something Montgomery found fresh out of high school.
September 11th was probably the catalyst.
On September 11th, 2001, Montgomery was sitting in his 6th grade class, unable to forget his teacher's reaction to the news that the first plane had just hit the Twin Towers.
I just remember seeing tears stream down her face. And I just made a vow that if I was of fighting age and this war was still going on, that I'd go do my part.
And after Montgomery graduated high school, he fulfilled that promise.
We just started the surge back into Afghanistan and started pulling out of Iraq. So it was a very busy time, a lot of deployments, a lot of training.
And during his first deployment is when his world quickly changed.
You know, I had a brother-in-law. He was married to my sister. They met when I was a freshman in high school, and he was kind of the reason that I chose the career path of the 75th Ranger Regiment.
His brother-in-law, Jeremy, was on his 8th deployment in the central part of Afghanistan. Montgomery in the southern part of the country, miles apart, but both in battle together.
He ended up getting killed in a firefight in Paktika province on June 14th, 2011, and I was fortunate enough to be able to fly up to Bagram to meet his body and be able to bring him home to my sister.
An honor to bring Jeremy's body home, but one that came with his own struggles.
It took me on a pretty dark path afterwards.
Montgomery traveled down the dark path for 2 years, and ultimately one where he decided to not re-enlist after 2014. His own struggles to find a purpose created a mission to help others find the same.
There's a lot of carryover from the military, not only to the agriculture community, but also to business.
And that's how KC Cattle Company found footing, not only veteran-owned, but veteran-operated.
The adaptability, the work ethic, all those skills you learn in the military carry over very nicely to the agriculture community and also the entrepreneurship lifestyle.
While Montgomery's business plans have changed, sometimes the unplanned events can produce the most pleasant surprises, including some newfound fame in 2019.
We had our all beef, all Wagyu beef, uncured hot dogs featured on Food and Wine. Digital, they proclaimed they were the best hot dog in the world.
A bold statement and one that propelled his growth.
And it went viral. It was the #1 article on Apple News and MSN and Yahoo, and it was awesome. We gained about 15,000 new customers overnight, but it also almost killed the business. There was 1.5 of us working here at that time.
As Montgomery faced a challenge he didn't foresee, he says his past is what helped him in the present.
That military work ethic just kind of kicked in, and it's like, well, we're going to figure this out, and so we did. And what we gained out of that was a customer base that became very loyal to the brand.
KC Cattle Company not only helped Montgomery heal, but now this oasis is helping his fellow brothers and sisters in arms do the same.
I wake up every day and I feel like I have a perfect purpose, and I'm able to have a company that's able to provide for not only me now, but also a few other veterans that believe in the mission that we're doing out here.